Alexander Povetkin has called out Tyson Fury. He set his sights on the Gypsy King after defeating his cousin Hughie Fury last weekend. So Povetkin says, I'm going to quote him directly, he says, "I'm very happy with my performance. We worked very hard in training camp and I was able to control the fight with my aggression." He then goes on to talk about Tyson Fury. He says, "He's talked a great deal about me turning down offers to fight him this year, which were never sent. He speaks of wanting to fight in England before the end of the year. This is a perfect plan for me. I'd be happy to return to fight in front of these great boxing fans and prove to them and the rest of the world that I can beat Tyson Fury." And somebody here who's associated with, okay, this is Ryabinski. He says, Alexander still has, and that's his promoter, by the way. He says, Alexander still has the will and desire to fight, and we want to give him another opportunity to fight one of the top fighters in the division. And this individual here, Vadim Kornilov, I'm not sure who that is. I guess he's somebody else that works for World of Boxing, perhaps. He says, activity and staying busy is a key for Alexander. We were very impressed with the way he fought against Hughie Fury and would love to fight Tyson Fury in England later this year. Tyson does a lot of talking and has mentioned Alexander numerous times. Let's see if he's serious. I mean, looking at the opponents who Tyson Fury is fighting at the moment, would ESPN, Bob Arum, etc. be willing to put him in there against Alexander Povetkin? Given the fact they chose Tom Schwartz and now Otto Wallin, however you pronounce it. If you look at Tyson Fury's track record in terms of the guys he's fought, you know, the Klitschko's and the Wilders of the world, he's obviously not afraid of Alexander Povetkin, okay? But the money men around him are, you know, concerned about getting their big payday. That's what they're concerned about. They don't want any slip-ups. They know that heavyweight boxing is perilous. And although, you know, if they were betting men, I'm sure they would bet money on Tyson Fury beating a Povetkin. It's a far more dangerous fight than Bob Arum or, you know, ESPN perhaps would like. So that's my take on it. Will Tyson Fury take on Alexander Povetkin later on this year? You know, Fury said that after the Otto Wallin fight, he wants to have a fight in the UK probably in December. So why not Alexander Povetkin? He's willing to come back. There's a story there with regards to Povetkin beating his cousin Hughie. So, you know, let's get it on and let's see it. I'm sure Frank Warren would like it because Frank Warren has been kind of left on the shelf a little bit by Tyson Fury since Fury signed the ESPN deal. It seems as though Frank Warren has got very little control over what's happening in Tyson's career. And by the way, Frank Warren is a guy who, when he initially did his BT deal, said that the only fights that would be on pay-per-view were ones that were pay-per-view worthy. He criticized Joseph Parker and Dylan White for being on pay-per-view. You know, that particular fight. Well, since that time, we've had Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz on pay-per-view, and now we've got Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin on pay-per-view, Frank. But again, I suspect that that's out of Frank's control. I don't know for sure, but I suspect it is. I suspect that that's just a BT decision, and Frank didn't really have any say-so there. But it's making him look a little silly given his previous comments. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Would Povetkin stand a chance against Tyson Fury? I mean, the one thing about Povetkin, which is different to other pressure fighters that Tyson Fury has faced, is that Povetkin is good at counterpunching on the front foot. He's good at picking shots, you know, capitalizing on you, bringing your arms back not quick enough to protect your head and cracking you with, you know, hooks and right hands and what have you. I think that Tyson Fury moves just as well as Hughie, maybe not quite as quick on his feet because he's a heavier man, but not too different. But he's taller than Hughie. He's mentally stronger. He's more mean than Hughie Fury. So, and look, even though Povetkin won the fight against Hughie Fury, and I don't think it was close. I've seen some people say the scorecards were too wide. I personally don't think they were. I think the scorecards were about right, to be honest. Hughie wasn't landing any punches. He was moving around and throwing jabs that were missing. Go back and look at the tape. Hughie was missing with the jab consistently. I was watching it with somebody at the time, and we were saying, why is man throwing a jab and it's not even landing? He was throwing jabs that were like, half a foot or sometimes a foot short. Hughie wasn't landing any shots in a lot of the rounds, whereas Povetkin was. And it's not like Povetkin looked $1 million. He didn't. But, he was connecting more than Hughie was. And I felt like he won the fight well. But did he look like the Povetkin of old? No, he didn't. Did he look vulnerable? He did, to me. He looked like he was blowing, particularly in the middle part of the fight, because Hughie Fury was moving so much. When Hughie Fury slowed down in the latter rounds, Povetkin was able to get close and started landing again. But to me, Povetkin looked like an old man in there. He still got his boxing brain. He still knows what he's supposed to do and he tries to do it, but he's just not as good in the execution as he used to be. And I think Tyson Fury would be able to take advantage of that and defeat Alexander Povetkin, maybe even stop him. Not that I think Tyson Fury has got any tremendous punching power or anything like that, but I just think that Povetkin, if he slows down significantly in the second half of a fight against Tyson Fury, he's going to be vulnerable to getting stopped just because of the stamina issue there. Povetkin doesn't have the lungs on him that he once had. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But again, all of this is probably irrelevant because will ESPN and Bob Arum want to take that kind of risk when they've got they've got the sight set on the Deontay Wilder rubber match or the Deontay Wilder rematch, excuse me. Will they want to take that kind of risk? Perhaps not. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out.